For most creators, TikTok's monetization updates have been framed as progress. New programs, new incentives, new ways to earn. On the surface, the message is optimistic. TikTok is maturing, creators are being rewarded, and the platform is building a sustainable economy. But beneath the announcements and feature rollouts, a different story is unfolding. The truth behind TikTok's monetization changes is less about generosity and more about control, cost management, and long-term platform survival. What TikTok is not telling creators outright is that monetization is no longer primarily designed to maximize creator earnings. It is designed to stabilize TikTok's own business model under growing pressure from regulators, advertisers, and competition. One of the most important shifts is how TikTok now defines valuable content. Earlier monetization programs focused heavily on raw views and engagement. The logic was simple. More attention meant more payout. But attention alone turned out to be unreliable. Viral content is unpredictable, brand safety is inconsistent, and advertisers do not always want to be next to whatever happens to trend. TikTok's newer monetization frameworks quietly shift value away from volume and toward control. Longer videos, specific formats, advertiser-friendly content, and predictable engagement patterns are rewarded more consistently. This is not about fairness. It is about reducing risk for advertisers and smoothing revenue for TikTok. Creators are being nudged away from chaotic virality and toward structured, slower, more brand-compatible content. TikTok rarely says this directly, but the payout mechanics make it clear. If your content is explosive but unpredictable, it is less valuable to the platform than content that is stable, repeatable, and easy to place ads against. Another uncomfortable truth is that TikTok is actively managing payout expectations downward. Early creator funds created a psychological anchor. Many creators believed TikTok monetization would eventually resemble YouTube, with relatively transparent and scalable revenue tied to views. That model turned out to be expensive and difficult to justify. Instead of increasing payouts over time, TikTok is fragmenting monetization into multiple smaller programs. Creativity programs, bonuses, affiliate tools, live gifting, and brand partnerships all shift responsibility away from TikTok itself. Rather than paying creators directly at scale, TikTok increasingly positions itself as a connector rather than a payer. This is a subtle but important change. When creators earn less directly from the platform, TikTok's fixed costs decrease. Risk moves outward. If a creator struggles to monetize, the platform can point to available tools rather than guaranteed payouts. Monetization becomes optional, conditional, and performance-based. TikTok is also reshaping who it wants to keep. The platform has reached a scale where not every creator is economically desirable. Infrastructure costs, moderation costs, and regulatory exposure rise with volume. Monetization updates quietly filter creators by format, behavior, and commercial suitability. Creators who align with TikTok's preferred content structures see more opportunity. Those who do not are not banned or removed. They are simply deprioritized. Monetization becomes a sorting mechanism rather than a universal reward. Another thing TikTok does not emphasize is how monetization updates benefit advertisers more than creators. Advertisers want predictability, brand safety, and measurable outcomes. TikTok's changes reflect that demand. Longer videos keep users in place. Affiliate links tie content to transactions. Live commerce blends entertainment with shopping. From TikTok's perspective, this is about building a full-funnel advertising ecosystem. Awareness, engagement, conversion, and purchase all happen on the platform. Creators are no longer just entertainers. They are distribution channels. This creates a power imbalance. Creators supply attention, creativity, and trust. TikTok controls reach, rules, and payouts. As monetization becomes more complex, creators have less visibility into how value is actually calculated. Opacity protects the platform. There is also a geographic and regulatory dimension rarely discussed openly. TikTok operates under intense scrutiny, and the US monetization structures that rely heavily on direct payouts can raise questions about data use, revenue flows, and foreign ownership. Shifting monetization toward commerce, ads, and partnerships helps TikTok align more closely with traditional digital business models. In other words, monetization updates are as much about optics as economics. TikTok wants to look like a normal, sustainable media platform, rather than an experimental attention engine. Creators feel the impact, but they are not the primary audience for these changes. TikTok will continue to announce updates, highlight success stories, and promote new earning paths. But what they are not telling creators is simple. The era of platform-funded creator optimism is ending. The era of platform-controlled creator economics has already begun. Understanding that difference is the key to surviving and succeeding in TikTok's next phase.